Okay, so on this video, I'm going to show you how to make these little clay lollipops. I have some donuts sitting here that I'm waiting to dry. These are waiting to dry too, but you can use these for anything, for little decorations, like for your Christmas stuff. I'm making mine for wreaths. I make wreaths, so I wanted to make my own embellishments. And I'm fairly new to this. So I use the big thing of the Magic Model Crayola clay. This is white. It's the soft air dry model clay. I think I got this big tub for $21 at Walmart. It was the best price that I was able to find. So in one of the bags that comes in it, you're just going to pull out a little piece of clay. I had already worked on this one a little bit before I started this video. But the size just depends on how big you want your little lollipop to be. So you'll need your clay, one of the sticks to put on the bottom. This one's going to be fairly small, so I'm going to use a toothpick for this one. And then I buy the Anita's acrylic craft paint from Hobby Lobby. There are other brands that you can get. Those are the ones that I just happen to get. And then if you have like the little latex gloves, those are best, but I don't have any on hand, so I'm just using like these plastic little gloves that I have that I use when I'm cooking because I don't like to touch meat. So you're going to pull out a piece of clay and you're just going to try to warm it up. Makes it stretchier, more pliable. Just kind of keep kneading it and pulling it apart a little bit until it gets nice and warm and soft. And then it's easier to handle. So it doesn't take very long for this to get nice and soft. And then just kind of like flatten it out a little bit. And then pick what color you want to do. I want to make these ones blue and purple. So I'm going to put some in there. You don't need a lot. The more you add, of course, the more color it'll have. But yeah, you don't need a ton of color. And then put your gloves on. Because it'll be kind of messy at first. And then just start working that together. I'm going to pull apart and fold over. I know it's hard to see with these gloves. I used a little bit more paint than I normally do on this one. I didn't mean to. But less totally would have been fine. See if I can't get some of the color. Just keep pull and flip over, and then pull and flip over. But this shows that if this is the only kind of gloves that you happen to have on hand, they still work. It's just a little bit more of a pain in the butt. And then once it's kind of mixed and not as streaky, you can take the gloves off and knead it with your fingers instead, and it doesn't get anything on you. You just want to mix it until you got a nice even. You can do where you still have the little streaks and then see how that, like you can kind of see the white a little bit. So that does, I mean, you can do that. And then see how that's a nice blue. And then I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to do the purple next. And I try to get the same amount, so I take and make a ball and compare it to my other one. It's close enough. And then see how this one like pulls apart so easy. Once that warms up, it's stretchier. Okay, so that's nice and soft. So I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. I'm going to do my purple. So there's my purple in it. And then you have your purple. And then I'm gonna pull this apart into two. Same thing with this one. I'll roll it into a ball. And once you get into a ball, just roll it like that. And then you're gonna lay it down, and you're just going to, as you're rolling, you wanna slowly spread it so that it doesn't crack or anything or pull apart. But you want it to roll and make it bigger and longer. Well, skinnier and longer, I guess. My dog's outside waiting to come in now, of course, as soon as I start recording. Never fails. The moment I start doing something, he wants in. Okay, then we're just gonna set that over there and do the same thing with the purple one. You can always, before you start to do that, kind of get it nice and warm again so that it doesn't try to fall apart on you or anything. So that it stretches easier. The warmer the clay, the better it's gonna work for you. Okay, I gotta go let him in. Okay, once you get them about the same length, you're just gonna roll them up next to each other and then kind of lightly pick up and twist. And then once you get them nice and twisted, then you're gonna roll to kind of flatten the edges. You don't want to press down real hard, but you do want to press down and get them flattened. Which it will make it just a little bit longer as well. And then once you've got those, sorry, it might be kind of hard to see on the purple mat. Then you're just gonna take and roll in the edge there so that there's no gap. Then you're just gonna take and keep rolling it. And there you have your little thing. And then right where that part kind of meets is where I'm gonna take this and you're gonna pick it up and then you're gonna put it in the bottom and you're gonna twist. You're just gonna roll it in your fingers as you push it in and it helps it go in. And just keep rolling. And then you have your little candy.